Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first installment of Novak Stories. My name's Andrew, and I just go by Novak because I thought it was a pretty cool name. It's just something that came up for my YouTube channel. It's not my gamer tag. My gamer tag's Beast Player. I made it back in 2012. It was a lot different back in 2012. Or at least I was a lot different. And this playlist is just me giving you stories about my life. It's nothing too exciting. I'm not John Wick. But I've been through a couple of things that I think are pretty funny and exciting. Well, at least I think they're exciting. I just, I get into some trouble with my friends, and it's fun. I mean, it's nothing like we're doing anything. Well, it's a little against the law, but you'll see. This story is about when a couple of my buddies and I went to cliff jump at this local reservoir. And, we started off the day normally. We got some food. We pre-gamed, basically. No alcohol. I'm not that crazy yet. I don't think I'll ever get to that level, but we just fueled up. We got snacks and water and everything. And we headed off. We arrived and we parked. And where we parked is really important because it's where the spot of where we practically ran to the cops. And I'll expand upon that later. We took the most roundabout way to get to the river, or where the lake was, where we wanted to jump in. Even when we bushwhacked using Pythagorean theorem and took the straightest route, it was not even close. It took us 2.5 hours just to get there. I mean, it was pretty, but our legs were shot. We're going along the ridge, 4 to 5 miles. We're looking over the cliff. It's beautiful, but it's not the cliff where the water is. It's like death if you fall off, but we were careful. And we finally get to the water. It's like an oasis. It's like something you see, and you're like, that is something I need. I feel like I was Jesus walking the desert, and I find this pool of water. I was sweating. It's the middle of August. It's hot as balls out in the Northeast. But that's besides the point. And we get to the spot where we're supposed to jump in. And it was like a 70-foot cliff. And no way am I doing that. No way. And we took a gander over the side. And it was just pure terror. We didn't know how deep the water is. Or was. And we were like, we're not dying today. And so we take a look across the way over the water, and we see these shorter cliffs. And we're like, let's get it. Let's go over there. I don't want to die today. And so we go down the cliff. It's like a little path, but it's pretty steep. And we go over the dam, and it's nice until we see this huge sign that says, no trespassing, no cliff jumping, nobody without an ID past this point. And we're like, nah, we're good. Nah, we don't need to do anything. We're not breaking the law. Little do we know that was going to bite us in the end. So we get to the spot. It's a lot shorter of a cliff. It's probably more like 20 feet. And we just have a blast. We're having such a good time. My hypochondriac self was worrying about stupid brain-eating amoebas. I don't know why I thought that, because I got water in my nose. I get weird like that, but, it's just stupid shit like that. But I was having a great time. We were jumping. We jumped maybe 4 or 5 times, and then my buddy stopped. He's like, I'm kind of done. I think he had intuition, because, we were kind of overstaying our welcome a little bit. And my buddy and I were just about to jump in together. We were going to do some like trick or something. And we see this green truck just hauling along the path. And we're like, oh, shit. So we get our stuff and go in the woods. Of course, my slow ass takes like 8 years to gather up all my stuff. And they for sure see us. And so we hide in the woods and we're like, okay, he didn't see us. He didn't see us. We're good. Police God, let's not let this be seen. And we're like, and then all of a sudden he starts driving away. We're like, yeah, we're good. We're good. And as if an apparition, it was like a ghost appeared. I look up and the man was just there. And I was like, oh, shit. He looked at us like we just crapped in his Wheaties. Man was so disappointed. And he's like, you know what you're doing is breaking the law. I'm like, yes, sir. We're just about to leave. Sorry. And he's like, is that trash yours? Like, no. He's like, leave it there. It's for COVID. I'm like, you're worrying about that? And he's like, well, looks at his watch, taps it a few times, looks back at us and says, just call the patrol unit and you guys got 15 minutes to go. You're on your own. He's like, I didn't have to tell you that. I'm like, come on, dude, why'd you have to do this? We're just having fun. And so I heard that and I split. I was running like I was Usain Bolt. I had all my stuff on and I was running. It felt as though the amount of adrenaline that was pumping through my veins, it's like I was unstoppable. Well, until I almost ate shit going down the hill and I like clotheslined the street WWE style, almost dislocated my shoulder rather than getting a face full of rocks. And I'm telling my friend, like, pull up the trail app. Because we have this trail app that showed us where we're going. He's like, oh, we got to go this way. And it was 2.5 miles from where we were to our car. And the cops were coming to where our car was. So we're running to our car, running to the cops, trying to get the hell out of there. Because he said the address of where we parked. He knew where we were. And so we're booking it. My friend and I are neck and neck with each other. He gets out in front of me a little bit. My other friend's lagging behind. He like stops, which is so weird. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna walk it out. I'm like, dude, you gotta go. And so we do state level track champion type shit. My friend and I, we do 2.5 miles in like 12 minutes. That's like a 6-mile pace. Sign me up for the track team. Put me on the 4x4. And we get to our car with minutes to spare. Maybe like 3:57 p.m. And the funniest thing was we drove to a gas station afterwards. And my friend had his phone on top of the car the whole way. He almost lost his phone. End of the story, we made it out. My other friend that kind of was lagging behind said that the cops were coming as soon as he left. And, oh my goodness, I was so scared. But we made it. We made it. Thankfully. Thank God. But that's all the time I have today. Thank you so much for listening. I'm going to try to make this maybe a weekly thing. Have a wonderful day, and Godspeed, everybody. Thank you.